Knowing with such folly we're back, I'm going to break into song. This is Bare Bones Broadcasting. I ran all the way home just to say I'm sorry. Just to say I'm sorry I ran all the way home. Sorry, sorry. Well, I really love... That's all I can say. When you look at your life here, what word would you use to describe it? When you face your maker, honest, with yourself, accurate, inclusive, looking at all the assets and options to saying yes in your lifetime that you failed to do, trying to out-schnooker and market and sneak and pull and said no so many times you could have said yes. What would you say? What one word would cover it? Sign of weakness. Ha! I got one. Sorry. Sorry, Lord, my God, I'm sorry. I faced my family that way. I faced my military that way. I faced everything about my nation that way as a United States citizen. I am sorry. I squandered my United States citizenship. Born 1945, trading that Federal Reserve currency and really not doing one thing of contribution for my nation. And I'm not talking about volunteering or wow. My mind. My mindset. How many people are getting food stamps right now that you don't need those food stamps and you're on the moon? You're getting your Social Security. How many people are taking Social Security right now that have so damn much money they don't need it and they're grabbing their Social Security? That's not what that system was for. Well, it's my right. Sure, it's your right. I paid into it. I know you did. Why were you taking it? I'm so ashamed I used Social Security, I don't know what to tell you. I told Social Security I never thought I'd need it. And I'm going to tell you, forget it. I got my retirement. I'm going to need it. And I got nailed. My retirement's worthless. They won't let me have it. They told me they squandered my records and violated me and I can't prove it and I go to hell. But said what they told me, and I lay an ache over it. Thank you, business manager. We blackballed you, boy. We didn't like the way you lived and acted at work. Ha ha ha. Live with that. Now get out of here. Ever anybody tell you that? And nobody will give you a hand with it? Mm-hmm. And the caseworker says, for everyone that gets help, there's uncountable. I can't even, it's a blur that don't. Don't tell me that righteousness lives here, said the caseworker. I can't get it to happen. Don't even dream of it. Pander the misunderstanding and shut up. Caseworkers counsel. Like it? And you call it justice. Bah! How long has that been going on? Longer than Abraham, Christ said. Before Abraham, these issues are issues in civil living. Do you understand me? Well, let me tell you something. Long before tribal are these issues, long before any of your flags and borders are these issues, as long as you have this shape and you live as a mammal, these are your issues. As long as you have a reasoning process and the ability to live as a group, these are the issues. Water, I asked the nun, why did we leave the water when we evolved? She said, I don't know. Well, we kept running around in these schools. And she's a school teacher. It didn't work. That's why we left. We kept running into each other. Well, we crawled on land and still running around in schools. The biggest mistake we ever made. When we lived in family pods here as a creature, 10 maybe, 5 average, 7, and 10 possible, great up to great, and you had that great and more great up to 10. The schooling, no. The weaning process is different than schooling. It's the same function done in an entirely different way, where there's more information around than individual to cast position to it. So basically the student had all kinds of counsel. I never wasn't necessarily under correction at all, lived in the atmosphere of understanding. Now doesn't. Those breeding the individual do not have understanding to share the counsel of preparation to live here. That's a big issue. I got to come back.